You know I'll give taste, not to mention attention. Easy fate, change my place. I'm in a slave, separate space, so hard to face, but I'm on my way. After all that I told you, after every moment before, keeping up as I fall through, you were picking me up off the floor, falling away. It all looks the same, it all looks the same. Run around in the back of my mind, no retention or lack of denial, but I play it cool while I follow the rules of suspension. You can't say I don't try. Easy fate, change my place. I'm in a state, separate space, so hard to face, but I'm on my way. After all that I told you, after every moment before, keeping up as I fall through, you were picking me up off the floor. After all that I told you, after every moment before, falling away. It all looks the same, it all looks the same. Play it cool while I follow the rules of suspension. You can't say I don't try. After all that I told you, after every moment before, keeping up as I fall through, you were picking me up off the floor. After all that I told you, after every moment before, falling away. It all looks the same, it all looks the same. It all looks the same. It all looks the same. I think I am shook by what I just saw. A dead memory back to life, popping up on my screen. I wish you would, I wish you could be okay being alone. I threw you for a spin, yeah, a spin, yeah, a spin, yeah, a spin. Now I am sailing in your thoughts day and night. Now I am sailing in your thoughts day and night. I wish I could go back and make things right. In your thoughts, thoughts day and night. I wish. I think I'm shook by what I just saw. A dead memory back to life, popping up on my screen. I wish you would, I wish you could be okay being alone. dead memory back to life, popping on my screen. I wish you would. I wish you could be. I threw you for a spin. Yeah, a spin. Now I am swimming in your thoughts day and night. Swimming in your thoughts day and night. I wish could go back and make things
Blindfold, feeling unimpressed, make me reminisce. Throwing balls, been in the corner, set my mind up on the go. All I know is stay down, bad, I'm the go. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now there ain't no debate. Yeah. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now there ain't no debate. Yeah.
I forgot, Kinsman, did I ever tell you the Ronnie and the pizza story?
You haven't. No,
I haven't, no.
You've been meaning to tell us this since Monday.
I haven't even told you because I
well,
know...
You gave me the Coles Notes
I would get
versions.
in one sentence and then you would like tell the rest like you were there. So here's the story, if you bear with me for a second, and you tell me whether
So tell us, Ronnie 101, what happened?
I have known Ronnie for a long time, long before Ronnie's been working for us, okay? I've known Ronnie almost the whole time that I've been in Timmins. And I originally met him through their passion for wrestling, WWE wrestling.
Okay.
And we would get together monthly, a whole bunch of group of people, and mainly at my house, we get together and watch pay-per-views, okay? So every month, the whole crew would come together. I'd have like 20, 30 people at my house. Ronnie's seen me through all my days, through my single days. Ronnie has to sign an NDA pretty much at this point, okay? I'll tell you that. Yeah, that's right.
It.
Ronnie knows me really well. So, but then, you know, you get married and you have kids and all these things, and I got out of the loop of the wrestling circle, right? I was no longer hosting it. So Royal Rumble comes up last week, and Ronnie says, you want back in the loop, right? And meaning every month someone goes to someone else's house. So then I'm like, yeah.
So to host the big...
Yeah, to host the wrestling, right?
party. Yeah.
And like, you know what? Yeah, I want to be back in the loop. It's been 5 or 6 years. I miss a lot of the guys. A lot of them, we see them at Special Olympics hockey and that.
Yes.
And you know, they're all awesome people, by the way. So I'm like, I want back in the loop. So I asked Ronnie, I said, Ronnie, what has changed? And he goes, well, we have this whole pizza thing, right? He goes, pretty simple. Ronnie explains it to me. It's nothing that's new.
So what's the pizza thing?
The pizza thing is...
They donate money towards it?
We order pizza and everyone chips in. It sounds pretty simple.
Okay, that's pretty simple.
But Ronnie tells me, hey, listen, since it's your first time back, let me handle the pizza order. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure I can be like, order pizza, but... Yeah. Ronnie got me back in the loop, so it's not work. Ronnie's the boss of this scenario. He got me back in this protective wrestling loop there. So I'm like, Ronnie, you can handle the pizza. So all the guys and the girls, by the way, they come over to my house for Royal Rumble, and Ronnie says, okay, you're ordering Francesco's. I'm like, okay, fair enough. So I place the order for the pizza, and it's like, I don't know, $150 or something, right? We have a lot of people.
Yeah.
Now Ronnie goes, I'm gonna collect the money. Okay? So Ronnie says, okay, I've collected the money. Now we got to go pick up the pizza.
Okay, so you're on your way to Francesco's.
Well, Terry is, because I'm going to stay at the house with the kids and I'm watching wrestling. Well, Terry calls me and she says, we got the Francesco's, but it's cash only. And Ronnie collected the money. Ronnie collected like $18 of $150 pizza.
See, just a tad short.
So
what are you doing there? Thumbing for donations on the street.
So I'm like, well, Terry, just come home and grab some cash, because we only had debit and credit cards, and Francesco's only takes cash. So as they're driving back to my house, Ronnie tells Terry, you know what, don't worry about it. He goes, I got a bank card. I'm going to take care of the rest.
Okay.
I'm going to take care of it.
Right.
So Terry, halfway back to my house, turns around, goes to Francesco's. Now imagine Ronnie had $18 out of $150, right? So they go to pay. Now they got $25 out of 150. Ronnie only took out $7. How you take out $7 out of an ATM is beyond me. Right? So then they had the loop all the way back to my house, and we had to dig up cash.
Grab some cash.
Who has money?
Head back to Francesco's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's the pizza story with Ronnie.
Ronnie's like, just chip it. I'm like, Ronnie, like, here's the process. When you have like 10 people, and the bill's $150, you collect 15 each.
Yeah, 15,
which brings you
$20 each, gives a good tip.
He did some kinsman math there, how you used to do to me. You come over to my house, don't eat, you're supposed to bring a dessert, and you don't bring nothing. And so Ronnie, I don't think I'm going to let him control the pizza thing anymore, but otherwise it's good to be back in the wrestling loop. Oh,
and after all that, Francesco's probably a good slice there.
Here's the kicker, too, and which I didn't care, because Lord knows I don't need to munch down 9 pieces of pizza at nighttime, which I normally do. Ronnie, we have a ton of extra pizza. Ridiculous, right?
Leftovers.
So, I'm like, Ronnie, why do you want to take a slice home? He goes, and we had 4 boxes. Each box had pizza in it, right? So Ronnie's like, oh, maybe I'll take home a slice for after. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, Ronnie. Ronnie took home all 4 boxes.
All the boxes. Well,
I'm like, thank God.
Good old Ronnie. Yeah.
Thank God, because I would have ate all 4, okay, kids? But, nighttime munching. But that's my Ronnie story. And so if you want to go into a meal buy plan with Ronnie, just test his math first.
Bring a few bucks.
Bring a few
extra side bucks, just in case.
That's right.
Yeah.
How he took $7 out of this ATM is beyond me. He swears to God. I've never seen an ATM that gives you loonies.
Well, I don't know. It's a mystery.
Now, in his defense, Ronnie's not here tonight because Ronnie's at floor hockey.
Yes, they're prepping up for their big tournament. Big tournament in Sudbury on Saturday, so he's off prepping for that.
So he can't defend himself, but too bad, because he's 100% guilty, okay?
He'll hop on after, and you'll see him chime into this.
Ronnie's O.J. Simpson in this story, okay? He has no good defense attorney anymore, and he's guilty. Okay, before we get into our guest prizes there, Kinsman.
We are giving away 2 Rockin' Bowls from Midtown Bowl and 2 courtesy passes to Imagine Cinemas. So that is tonight's prize. Just watch, say hello, and one person will win all that tonight.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a whole crew of people coming on here.
Yeah, the weather gurus.
Yeah, the weather gurus.
Yes.
You're not allowed to. I'm in part of these weather chats there, Kinsman. Now, I don't bring much to the weather group besides.
What are they asking you?
No one asks me anything about weather.
Klomp's the one checking, maybe doing that and sticking it out the window.
But I do have the
cold front coming
I do have the professionals telling me what's going on. But okay, I don't bring much value to the group.
Well, maybe you were looking they were seeing if you saw your shadow.
Yeah.
Back on Sunday.
Oh, you're still on the groundhog thing?
Yeah.
Well, you could tell you're old, Kinsman? Well, you're old.
Do we not use the groundhog
After Feb 3rd, you're still wishing people Happy New Year's.
Well, the groundhog and the predictions.
Yeah, I know what it is, but we're past that.
Well, I know we are, but we're going to talk about that. We haven't talked to the weather gurus since.
We haven't seen Frankie in a month, and okay, we'll ask him about the groundhog. Let's bring him on. We have Frankie, we have Brandon, and Joey Only's here.
Joey Only was here.
He's here right now. Hey,
Frank's,
guys.
Frank's dad was down there at some point. He just hopped off there.
How's everyone doing?
Things are great so far. I did a groundhog. I saw my shadow in Sydney, Nova Scotia this Sunday past.
So there you go. The groundhog saw its shadow out in Nova Scotia.
Well, there, your burning question's been answered.
Yeah, burning question. Now the question
did you hear about this? It's cool outside Sydney, Nova Scotia. It's going to snow Thursday night and Friday. It's going to snow Thursday night and Friday morning. It's going to change over to rain where I'm at right now.
Well, you know what? So Frankie's getting a lot of snow where he is, and this sort of reminds me, Kinsman, we were off to a good start this winter. And now it's a complete disaster. Like, it's cold.
Just keeps on snowing, keeps adding snow. We just had some snow today.
Yeah, freezing cold too, like awful weather. So how's everyone doing? How you doing there, Brandon?
I'm doing great so far. Did you hear about this? The viewership is on the Meteorological Weather Report on cable access TV.
What's happening? What's happening, Frankie?
The viewership of cable access TV, the Joey Only show.
Oh, Joey Only's back. Wait, I'm going to tell you, we haven't seen Joey in a while.
No.
You should check out his podcast on his YouTube channel.
What's up, Frank area?
He does an incredible amount of work. It's a beautiful thing that you're putting together, Joey, by the way. Your show. You could tell you put a lot of work on the back end to put that together. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, we always have Frankie and Brandon. That's the two guys, right? And then myself, I'm the host. So it's the meteorological report. For those of you who don't know, comedy, meteorology. It's your show about how much the weather sucks in Canada and elsewhere. And yeah, we are on some cable access TV in BC. And we're having some discussions right now about whether we're going to keep doing that, and maybe if we're going to go more podcasty and try to chase something to grow the show in a more significant way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I like it.
Pretty awesome.
No,
it is.
I would definitely keep up the good work that they're doing there, Kinsman, because
Keep the blinders on, keep going.
I much go with the guys with the boots on the ground than some of these national networks, because these guys are really passionate about what they do, very knowledgeable,
and they know what they're talking about.
Yeah, and they throw in some humor, which I like
comedy
a lot.
and meteorology.
Yeah, that's right.
go hand in hand.
And Brandon, how are things with you?
In order, and then we have our meteorologist as well come on, and it's great. And of course, my channel every day, I'm trying to put stuff out, and it's a struggle, as you know, because you guys are at it, you're doing it, and you're really good at it. It's a struggle keeping a podcast going. It's a struggle to grow an empire, and especially right now, everyone's attention is turned away from things that, there's a lot of things in the world that people are watching when they go to the YouTube, and they're like, what am I going to watch today? And like, oh my God. And they skip over your channel to go to the oh my God news, because there's a lot of oh my God news these days, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I have an invite for you here, Joey, because Brandon and Frankie have already accepted this. So you've watched the movie Twister and Twisters, I assume. You've seen them.
I saw both Twisters and Twisters, and my dad's going to join it, me.
Your dad, yeah, Frankie Sr. will be on there in a second.
Yeah, he's down below there.
Joey this question. So we've seen Twisters, so we know these are tornado chasers. Now we're in Canada here. Not too many
and did you hear about this? Sydney, Nova Scotia had a cold January. Florida had so much snow in near end of January. It had a lot of snow down in northern Florida, New Orleans, and all those places. And Houston, Texas had so much snow there.
Yeah,
they had the same day the winds, fires destroyed the outskirts of Los Angeles in the neighborhood.
Can you imagine going to Florida? You got your Borat outfit on. You go to the beach, and it's -12 with a snowstorm. That's just awful timing, no?
Yeah, terrible timing. The one thing I didn't see, though, none of the resorts played into it. They should have had, people catering to people. If I was down there, the snowbirds should have been on the beach in their chairs, dressed in mitts, still taking their margaritas.
You think that's good for tourism, showing people freezing in Florida?
Hey, it just shows, hey, if it does snow, the party does go on. I think it would have been a good moneymaker down there.
Let me ask Joey this question. Okay, so we are thinking, we're putting a group together here, Joey, called the Blizzard Blasters. We're not tornado. We go right into the blizzard.
When he says we, that's more his idea.
Well, Brandon and Frankie have accepted my invite, sir.
The weather blast.
You're pending a board review, by the way. But you want to join the Blizzard Blasters? We're trying to get something going here for 2025.
Absolutely.
The Blizzard Blasters.
Blizzard weather here, though, in BC. It's real dry here. It's crazy. It was -32.8 yesterday morning at my house here. You're in Timmins. You know how it cold's like.
Yeah. We're going through a bit of a cold snap now.
Yeah, but we had our prototypical stretch where it was -40, -41.
Batteries dying. Left and right. Yeah. Well, that bone.
Let me ask this question to Brandon, because Brandon knows a lot about the outdoors. So Brandon, when it's really I assume you own a vehicle, Brandon, or have owned a vehicle.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so sometimes when it's cold and your car won't turn over because it's -40 or worse. Mm-hmm. So I tell Mark, just don't start your car anymore. He hammers on his battery for about another 3 hours and goes, what a cheap battery, it died.
That means, what about the electric cars?
Well, it was time to get a new one anyway.
Maybe just wait till it warmed up.
No.
What about the electric cars when it's -40, like the electric cars?
Yeah, electric cars, probably not ideal for up here.
Yeah, what
this time of season.
I don't know anything enough about electric cars. Like, is an electric car good in like these
No,
frigid
I'm going to
temperatures?
say no, it's not.
I think
That
most
means
are.
what about the hybrid cars between gasoline and electric?
Yeah,
I
probably
think most
more
are.
hybrid
Remember that
territory
most
for us
cars
up
don't
here.
work in the
Yeah.
winter.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one would be better.
I'm going to say hybrid.
Hybrid?
Yeah, mix of gas and electric.
Well,
Yeah,
I just
especially
don't-
minus 50. I can't see a charge lasting that long, especially for all the distance we have to carry up here.
Do you plug your cars in?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't hammer on my battery for 3 hours when it's minus 40. I just assume that it's too cold to get going. It costs you a battery, that
Yeah,
foolish
he's
thing.
less stubborn than I am.
Boom, and it went. It was like right on. I let it run for 5 minutes, turned it off, came back outside half an hour later, went to turn it on, and went. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was
Yeah.
like, are you kidding me? So I
Yeah.
had
Yeah, I've got to.
and, put the chargers on it. And
The Chrysler that I have out here, it likes to start right even in the cold snap too. It's just doesn't even
But
need
I-
to be plugged in for some reason.
But I find like some of these late model, like these older cars, are better in the cold than these newer vehicles.
The
That
old
means,
cars-
and that means, where's my dad, Frankie MacDonald?
There he is. So let's bring him there. There's Mr. McDonald.
Frank. There he is.
How you
Frank
doing?
Sr.
Good.
Frank,
I'm doing great, so my dad is writing a lot of songs, writing music and making music on this SoundCloud Mystic Mist.
He's a very busy individual
Yeah,
writing
sure is.
music. He always has a whole new catalog every time we speak with him. So let's go round table here. We'll start at with Joey. So what have you been up to, Joey, since we spoke? It's been a few months.
well, mostly just hibernating. You know, it's not fire season. I'm hibernating a lot, making weather videos every day, and talking to the district here about fire season plans. You know, getting involved in the fire operations of my town as I do. And you know, not much. It's the dead of the winter up here at 3,953 feet above sea level. It's winter in the mountains is winter. You know.
Yeah,
That's
Joey,
the time
like
of year I just don't
it's
do
sort of
things.
like the Bears. You can you follow the same schedule with the hibernation.
Yeah,
movie.
hibernate, then
Yeah.
you come back
Yeah,
when the
yeah.
sun starts shining again. Yeah.
And it's easy for our grizzly bears here because they sit in the north aspect of the mountain in the valley here, and the snow is there till mid-May.
Okay, that is a long time to look
Yeah.
at.
And that means,
Long
what
winters
is
now for
my,
them.
what does my dad have to say on his SoundCloud?
All right, well, we'll go over to Mr. McDonald, Frank Sr. How you doing, Mr. McDonald?
I'm doing okay. How you guys doing?
Good, we are very good.
fabulous.
So last time we spoke, you had written 4 or 5 new songs. It seems that seems to be your normal pace. You're very busy. What have
Yeah.
you written anything new since we spoken about maybe 2 months ago
It was
now?
about
Oh
two
yeah,
and a half.
probably a half a dozen or more since then. But yeah, I'm working on one now called Food Fight, and I
Fight.
just did one Eye on You and Tell Me Something.
Oh wow! Now, if I can challenge you, since we're trying to get this group together called the Blizzard Blasters, would you be willing to write us a theme song for our group?
Blizzard Blasters.
Yeah,
He can debut it the next time we chat.
yeah. So
What
we're like,
kind of adventures are you guys going to
Well,
be going on? as
do you know
Blizzard
what,
Blasters?
like, tornado chasers? I'm sure Frankie has.
Oh,
Like
yes.
extreme meteorologist Reed Timmer, he chased Hurricane Milton, he chased Hurricane Helene, and he chased a Pharaoh and all those things. He chased all those snowstorms last year.
But
Yeah,
we're going to
exact-
blast blizzards
But-
instead. You know?
We're gonna chase blizzards.
Wow.
So we need
Yeah.
some pump up music, to
Yeah,
get
some
us
pump
That
going.
means
up,
that means
you'll have to-
earthquake. I come up with my idea. Earthquake chasers.
The
earthquake
I got to get through
I
a
think
blizzard
you want
first.
to run away from those. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're willing to, come up with an intro, a motivational, type sound,
you
yeah,
never
Frank
know.
can fire
it
one
does
at us.
interest me. It intrigues me. But chasing
Okay.
blizzards, I mean,
Yeah. Well, there we
Chasing
go.
earthquakes in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
you're living on the edge.
We are.
Right?
We're living on.
We're living on the edge
Yeah.
already.
Well, we're more than likely to see a blizzard in our areas than we are an earthquake or a tornado.
or tornadoes or
yeah.
anything,
Yeah, well,
other
that's right.
violent weather. Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
having
there's
a little bit of a blizzard here right now, actually.
West of Vancouver.
Hey, Brandon, they get tornadoes in Brooks, Alberta.
Yes, we've had some tornadoes here. That's for sure. And blizzards. No earthquakes though.
And an earthquake in Banff, Alberta back in January.
Yes, it was only a weak one, those because they got the Rundle fault line there, so that kind of gets active once in a while. Not too many big earthquakes, 4.2 or something, but
We'll get big earthquakes in Canada.
it'd probably be the BC coast if you're gonna look for
Yeah, the
any
BC
big
coast.
earthquakes in Canada. Yep.
But we can all get a blizzard. So
That means that means January 7th, the official end of the solar winter. There's another asteroid headed towards the Earth on December 2032. It's going to miss the Earth.
Yes.
Which one's
I
that?
saw
That's
that
the
today.
asteroid there. I saw a story on that. They say it's probably close, but it's just going to shave the Earth, right? Is there a potential threat to hit?
5% chance, which means there's a hope.
wait, there's a hope it's
There's
going to
a
hit.
hope.
There's
Yeah.
always hope.
The asteroid insurance salesman.
Do they call that the Great Reset?
I guess so.
I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
they're going to go knocking door to door there.
Yeah,
selling
yeah.
asteroid insurance.
Remember our saying, hey, we're going to make that blizzard our
friend.
our friend. yeah, it's another B word, buddy. Gonna make that blizzard
our blizzard our buddy. Blizzard insurance, asteroid insurance.
But now we got a full team here and we got a theme song, so things are really moving.
Moving and shaking.
Yeah, that's right.
Project is coming together.
Yeah, it's good to see all our hard work come together live on this internet show. Brandon, what's the weather been like for you this winter? Like normal, abnormally cold, storms? What's happening?
Well, for the winter, we kind of been up and down, especially for December and January. We've had a couple of cold spells, but now we're pretty much in the deep freeze for the next little while here. We're minus 20s for daytime highs this week, and doesn't look like we'll see much of a warm up in the near future here, and we'll get a little more snow as well. So it's definitely feeling like winter out here.
When they call it, the dog days of summer, it gets really warm.
What do you call the tail end of winter?
Yeah, what's the term for winter?
Yeah.
I called it the dog days of winter, and they're like, no, you're way off.
Dog days of summer.
The dark days, eh?
We're still in the dark days of January. Now February now.
So what is it?
We'll go with the dark days of winter.
The dark days of
Yeah.
winter.
But we are starting to get longer sunsets now.
Yep.
A little bit.
Like, tomorrow, solar winter ends.
The solar winter ends.
Yeah,
For me, the
Then it'll be on March 1st, meteorological winter ends. It starts getting really hot down the southern states. And astronomical winter ends on March 20th. The sun reaches direct rays will be aiming at the equator. There'll be 12-hour daylight, 12-hour darkness all over the world.
Nice.
Do you
for me,
guys?
it's
Joe-
it's so prolonged, the winter. Like
Yeah.
it'll be April and it's still snowing here often, and then I'll go down to Quesnel, drop down 2,500 feet to go get groceries down in the city there and go to Quesnel, and it's like flowers are blooming and it's beautiful out. And it's like, and so I always said, like, everyone who's got all these nice mill jobs in Quesnel in forestry, they go to Mexico in the winter for a vacation, but we here in Wells go to Quesnel because we can't afford to go to Mexico. But Quesnel feels like Mexico when you've been in the mountains too long.
So let me ask you this question then, Joey. What do you think is worse in wintertime? Is it prolonged snow or the darkness? Because now you got me thinking. I think the darkness, the shorter days, is worse than the cold weather.
Kind of puts a damper on people's moods, I would think.
What do you think, Joey?
I have an answer that's neither. For me, it's the cold, right?
Yeah.
Like when we're getting lots of snow up here in the mountains, and we can get at the Barkerville Weather Station 35 feet of measurable precipitation, and that's not unheard of up in the mountains. It's that kind of thing happens here. I've had that where I'm driving a sled past little sapling trees, and in the summertime I go up there in the quad, and no, those are trees, and I was just on top of them on the snow, right? So when it's snowing lots, that's good for us ecologically here. We're at the edge of the inland rainforest where I'm, the Rocky Mountains are just 100 kilometers behind me, basically, right? We want that snow. When the Arctic cold sets in, it blocks our Pacific weather, so we're not getting that snow. Well, what does that mean for us come fire season? And this winter in BC, we're seeing really low amounts of snow, especially at lower elevations, like where the communities are. Some of the mountain snowpacks are pretty good, but in general, we're down across the board. We had one of the driest Januaries on record in many regions in BC. it's not looking good for fire season. So we want the snow. So for me, the cold, and then B, I had my truck dead this week. I had to keep the taps running. I live in a 100-year-old building that was built to be a lumber depot for Caribou Gold Quartz. It wasn't meant to be someone's house. It's an old, cool building. It's hard. I can keep her pretty good here when it's minus 20, but you get to that minus 32 night, it's just tough to survive here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, it is pretty cool where, like, I like the backdrops where you live in, but
it looks pretty rustic looking. That's
but
nice.
I'm with Priscilla right here. Like, I will make a decision. Like, for my darkness is way worse than the cold, and I never thought about it.
Well, it makes it
because
gloomy. Yeah.
you called it the dark days of winter. You never called it the cold days of winter.
No.
So you must choose darkness
colder
too,
days.
right?
Well,
No,
darker,
you're in the middle
colder.
again. Kinsman never makes a
not
decision.
I
one or
don't
the
have a
other.
decision either way.
Right, you're not going to
But
offend
the dark day
cold.
does put people into a worse mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
it's like
think?
Out of it though.
The Arctic cold is here because there's no sun in the north, and then the Arctic cold moves down to here. So it's because of darkness we have this cold.
Yeah. And listen, dark days. People don't like these dark days here, Kinsman.
No.
So what's the weather like? What's the rest of the winter supposed to be like, Frankie? Where you are, a lot of
It's gonna
snow.
be cold air, warm air, and snow and things like this. All across Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Massachusetts, New York. And Timmins, Ontario will get really cold too. Then once again, in the spring, there'll be warm air, cold air fighting each other in Timmins.
Oh my God.
One of them Brooks, Alberta, and Wells, British Columbia.
Yeah. So
Well,
cold.
for Brooks, we have we're in this thing that's called La Nina, which started a couple weeks ago, and that's when the waters of the Pacific Ocean go more cooler than average, and that affects our weather patterns out here, and that is why we've been pretty cold for the month of February, well below 20 degrees below average for the month of February, and I think that's going to persist well throughout the rest of the month here. We're going to get a lot more snow as well, and I don't see much of a pattern change at all for the month of February, and this could last into March as well. So,
Wow.
Yeah, it is like, and you see the comments that the majority of the comments you're seeing on the screen are people that live in our community or Northern Ontario. So we've grown up in this cold climate.
Yeah.
We're just done with
We
the
adapt
snow.
to it.
Like right now we're hoping for global warming. We're
That means
reversed.
the rest of the winter going to be like where Joey lives.
No, we don't want that. We want Florida, okay? Like, we want a little bit of a global warming here, Kinsman, just for our area, like
Just
the nice kind that just brings the
toasty
heat.
March and early spring.
Zero snow.
Taking one of the groundhog predictions, an early spring. It would be nice to have an early toast of spring.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Chris is saying that dark is so much worse than snow. I like taking a walk in the snow. Yeah, see, I like snow in around Christmas. It's nice. It's hallmarky. Come January 3rd, it could melt.
Yeah. December 24th, 25th, 26th, trees gone. Now you can start.
What do you got
the
against
thaw.
the trees, Kinsman? We can't haul trees out of
The
here.
Christmas tree.
Trees are good for our
I'm still
environment.
talking about the Christmas tree.
Okay.
But
Well, if you don't know snow, all your trees will burn up, and you won't have to worry about them.
Yeah, you want burnt trees?
no burnt trees. Yeah, we
What do you
want a lessened fire season. And
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
snow makes makes that happen. In,
You know,
in the portions.
we
Canada.
care about the environment, the blizzard blasters,
The
by the way,
blizzard
pal. We want trees that survive and thrive. Did you guys hear what again, not our friend, but what Trump was saying about the forests? He says, hey, listen, we have protective forests. I'm going to unprotect them. He goes, you take down trees and you build better trees. That's how it works.
I'll tell you, like my career is I'm a wildland firefighter in the summer, right? And it's really hard to listen to the stupidity. And that's the one thing I think we should still embrace winter for, is winter makes us different than them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it sure
culturally, we're a different kind of people because of what we put up with every year.
Right.
It colors who we are as Canadians, how we view the world, how we treat each other. We know
Got the
that
four seasons up
we
here.
have to get each other through this dark time, through this cold. We got to work together. You know, we just can't be hostile to each other and have a society that functions here.
Yeah, I don't know if I need the cold to tell me not to be an a-hole, though. I mean, I could be a nice guy in the heat, but I get what you're saying. We're a little thickened. We're a little thickened
Yeah,
here.
thick-skinned up here.
So, what else is new, Frankie?
Then they got the Winter Olympics next February in Cortina, Italy.
Yes, the Winter
The
Olympics.
Winter Olympics.
Olympics are one of my favorite times of the year, but also next year, Frankie, and you know this, we're getting the World Cup. We're sharing it with the United States and Mexico. The World Cup will be in Canada. That's the biggest sporting event in the world, period, bigger than the Olympics. That's going to be awesome.
Biggest sport ever.
Yeah, that's right. Well, guys, I love chatting with these folks.
Chatting
Kinsman.
weather.
If you want to follow me on social media, my blue sky is at Frankie MacD. My link tree is Frankie MacDonald. My thread is at Frankie MacD1984. My Twitter now X is at Frankie MacD. My Facebook is Frankie MacDonald. My Instagram is Frankie MacD1984. My TikTok is FrankDonald1984. My Clapper is FrankDonald1984. My Twitch is FrankDonald1984. My Snapchat is Frankie MacDonald. My YouTube channel Stocks Wolves and my LinkedIn is Frankie MacDonald. Best luck, yeah. I'm Frank Donald. You're listening to KINZ and KLOMP podcast. I will see you on February 26th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Atlantic.
All right, thank you,
Sounds
Frankie.
good, Frankie.
We appreciate you.
All right, my man. We'll see ya.
Brandon, Joey, Mr. Frank MacDonald,
Yeah,
thank
always
you so
a pleasure.
much.
Thanks so
Thanks
much
a
for
lot,
joining
guys.
us.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, stay warm.
You.
In 2 hours from now, Frankie, Brandon, and myself, and maybe Frank Sr., because sometimes he shows up, we'll be on our show, The Meteorological Report, on Joey Only Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel. 2 hours from
Yeah,
now.
check it out.
Excellent. Check
It
that
is
out.
awesome.
Thanks,
it really
Joey.
is. Thanks, guys. An awesome crew there, Kinsman.
Yes, yeah,
You know,
sure
I'd
are.
love to have a point where, they're in studio. And,
Well, maybe they're, if they do a weather or the Weather Blasters, what is it, the Blizzard Blasters road
Blizzard
trip. Yeah,
Blasters.
they could stop by Studio 67
yeah, that's right.
on their way through Timmins.
Gonna stay and listen for a bit, says Joey. Yeah. Okay, so you still can't choose between darkness and snow? Make a decision.
Well, I like more, snow, not so much the darkness. Because I've noticed the other day, as the days get a little bit lighter, it's nicer to see the sunshine at around 5 or 6 as
Yeah.
opposed to it being dark at 4.
Especially at your age, your knees start to hurt.
Yeah,
Like,
my knees.
You want lightness.
You're talking knees there. We got Mr. 8535 that runs our board there once in a while.
Ronnie.
Yeah, Rodney.
Anyways, there's no time for slowing down. We're coming into this crazy, crazy busy weekend. 2 carnivals in the community.
Yeah. We've got the Bonhomme Carnival 2025.
Yeah.
That's happening all this week at Larone. They've got the cornhole tournament, $20 per person there. They've got the ball hockey tournament at Larone, $100 per team. I know there was a team reaching out stating that they needed some stragglers. So again, contact some teams in Larone and get yourself in there. They've got the crowning of Bonhomme Sunday at the Bonhomme Carnival 2025 breakfast. Will it be Corinne Brienne? Will it be Noemi Rodrigue or Sylvie Bernier? And anybody who makes a guess, there's business storefronts that have these little ballot boxes. Correct guess is Sleeping with the Wolves at Cedar Meadows, and there's also Sens tickets in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to tell you this story about Larone. So they were missing a hockey player for one of the teams, and they messaged me.
Yeah.
And I said, listen, we have 5 events. My son's in a basketball tournament this week, and I don't think I can play. Thanks for asking me. Do you want me to ask Kinsman? They're like, no, thanks. We'll find someone else.
No, they did
Sorry,
not.
pal. Hey, listen, they saw you play at Polbeard. But they did ask me, so you should feel happy for me there, Kinsman.
Yeah, we should, but we're stretched thin this weekend.
Yeah.
I think we've got, 7 events.
The amazing folks from the McIntyre Catering
Yes,
Shop.
yeah, they're
with
going to be
Larone.
hanging out there at Larone.
I saw their picture, Kinsman.
Yeah, and their truck is parked out front.
Yeah. So
Nice to
listen.
see. So that's one event going on. Of course, the South Porcupine Winter Carnival.
Yes.
We're a part of the opening ceremonies there tomorrow night at 6 o'clock to 8 at the
Yeah,
Northern
and a
College
whole bunch
Gymnasium.
of free stuff that's
Yes.
happening at the college.
And we'll be doing various hits
Yeah.
from a lot of those events.
At the college there, Kinsman, for family, and they got evening stuff at the Legion, fireworks on Sunday night, a whole ton of things. You can be in Iroquois Falls twice for hockey games.
Yeah, 2 Storm games.
Yeah.
Storm take on their arch rivals. The
Yeah.
Timmins Rock are up to the Igloo on Saturday night, 7:30. That's when the puck drops there. Then on Sunday, they take on the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. the Storm's ex-coach, Tyler Pratchik, making his first return with his new team, the Gold Miners, Sunday afternoon at 2.
I believe the breakfast is $15 on Sunday for the Larone breakfast. The South Porcupine Winter Carnival also has a bunch of breakfasts going on. We're going to be posting a whole bunch of information throughout the weekend.
Throughout the weekend, so just watch our socials.
There's a ton of things. There's a massive basketball tournament in the community that brings in a lot of folks from outside the community. And of course, it's Super Bowl weekend, which I'm still I'm watching. I'm a football fan, but I'm still sour on. The Bills have still.
The Bills have not been.
I'm in this relationship with the Bills that they always let me down, Kinsman. I'm still upset, but nonetheless, I'm going to watch the Super Bowl. We have fireworks flying over.
That's the cap off to the South Porcupine Winter Carnival. 7 o'clock, Northern College over Porcupine Lake. They're going to fire those off.
So listen, there's
lots to do.
Tons going on.
So be watching our pages. We're trying to get to all of them, which we will, and we'll post bits and pieces from what we're seeing. Lots of fun.
All right, so let's take a break, come back, and give away the prizes.
Yes.
Try the new Greek Amore this week at Sparks Pizza. It's a toga party in your mouth. Dive in or take out one today, 206 3rd Avenue, in your downtown or online, sparkspizza.ca. And the Iroquois Falls Storm take on 2 this weekend. The Timmins Rock Saturday at 7:30 and the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. at the Igloo. Tickets online at ifstormjra.com. And for an all-natural cleaning product, try TNT's all-natural cleaning products with Tricin and Elijah. Orange, cotton candy, watermelon, lavender, and more. 705-406-4578. And kindergarten registrations are underway this week at Lionel Gauthier Public School. To find out open house details and more, you can log on to cspne.ca. And make a donation today with the Alzheimer's Society Cochrane-Temiskaming's Flower Campaign. Stop into any one of these amazing locations and drop off a donation. You can also visit alzheimer.ca/Timmins. Need a caterer? Then try something new with Attawapiskat Catering. They now cater the De Beers Victor Mine Site. Call today to book your order, 705-267-5547. It is their 100% water-resistant flooring? Well, the answer is yes at J&R Custom Cabinets. Fusion flooring is on sale now for 10% off till March 31st. Also, don't pay for 3, 6, or 12 months OAC. Drop into J&R Custom Cabinets today, 1150 Riverside Drive. With more than 75 programs to choose from, enroll for your future career today at Northern College. Online at northerncollege.ca. Join Lucian Transportation as they're hiring 310T, 310S certified mechanics and bus drivers. Bus drivers get a $2,000 sign-on bonus, and it's paid training. Drop a resume off today, 42 McChesney Road, Timmins, or call 705-360-4090. And it's early bird registration. It's on now at Camp Bickle. Sign up now and save 10% off. Sign up today at campbickle.ca. And the Schumacher Lions Club are 90 years old this month. February marks 90 amazing years in our community, serving from 1935 to 2025. Need your packages moved in the north on time every time? Then call Robert Champagne at Timmins Courier Service, locally owned and operated for over 45 years. 705-266-4285. And on the big screen at Imagine Cinemas this week, Dog Man, Love Hurts, and Companion. For tickets and showtimes, log on to imaginecinemas.com. For real estate anywhere, anytime, then take a look at these listings from Albert Seal from Royal LePage, your Northern Realty leaders. Seal your deal today, 705-465-3493. Sign up as a vendor for the Downtown Timmins BIA St. Patrick's Day Market. Happens Saturday, March 15th from 10 a.m. to 3 at the old Tweed and Hickory building. Sign up now for $45 at downtowntimmins.com. Have a big do-it-yourself reno but don't have the money to buy the tools? Then rent them today at Gord's Rentals. Rent by the day, rent by the week. Get that job done today. 705-268-7029 or drop in and see them, 778 Riverside Drive. She's the producer of Sportsman Channel Canada and Just Hunt Inc. Amanda Lynn Mayhew. And the Connectors and Co. are on the road this month to Canadore College in North Bay. Join the ladies, Mel and Mel, February the 27th, as they chat celebrating failures. And check out this listing, 127 Floral Avenue, today with Jessica Gervais from Royal LePage and Northern Realty Leaders. Listed at $199.9. Book a showing today, 705-360-7000. And book an ultimate pizza party today at Midtown Bowl for only $139.99. Includes up to 6 bowlers, 1 pizza, a jug of pop, and 6 $10 Fun Zone game cards. Also inquire about Rockin' Bowls every Friday night, 705-267-3500. Need a trained security guard? Then book yours today with Martin Peel from Pat's Canine Protection and Detection Services. Call for a quote, 705-288-7435. Time to book a carpet cleaning or a strip and wax job today for your commercial units with DAP Cleaning Solutions. Best rates in all of the North. Call Andrew in and get your free quote today, 705-465-3500. And time to register your child for kindergarten with the Northeastern Catholic District School Board. Check out the Pope Francis Open House February the 13th and St. Joseph's Open House February the 21st. More details online at ncdsb.on.ca. For all your Rock of the River details and more, you need to follow the Timmins Festival and Events Committee online at timminsfestivals.com. And the first and only First Nations-owned security provider in the North is Advanced Security Protective Services. Call today, 705-267-5547. And more free skill sessions this month with the PMHA for current U9, U11, U13, and U15 current players. Happens every Tuesday and Wednesday, right up until the 18th. For ice times and more, visit the PMHA Facebook page. And Canadian Tire Timmins is having a huge clearance sale. Everything on sale, including exercise equipment, outdoor apparel, hunting, ice fishing, skidoo wear, and more, while quantities last, and it's until February the 28th. And jackpot days are hot and sizzling for the month of February at Jackpot Time Timmins. Win double line prizes every single session. Located at 251 First Avenue. And book a seat now for our first ever NHL bus trip to Ottawa. $665 per person, which includes bus there and back, courtesy of Tisdale Coach, 2 nights hotel accommodation, and your Sens game ticket versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. Email us today, kinsandklomp@gmail.com. Cheer on your Timmins Majors as they play twice this week. Saturday against the Cubs in New Liskeard, and Sunday back at the MAC for 1:30 as they take on the Sioux Junior Greyhounds. And Dare Timmins bringing Magic Mel to the city for another free show. Happens April 26, 2 p.m. at Terrio, all a part of this year's Timmins Comedy Festival. And get ready for so much fun this Friday through Sunday for the 49th annual Porcupine South Porcupine Winter Carnival. Join us for the opening ceremony 6 to 8 this Friday night at the Northern College Gymnasium. And the Porcupine Ski Runners get set to host the Ontario Cup. Happens the weekend of February the 14th through 16th at the Porcupine Ski Runners. To register as a skier and a volunteer, you can log on to zone4.ca or visit the events page through the Porcupine Ski Runners Facebook page and also online at porcupineskirunners.com. Stay tuned for more details on the Miners Ball. Happens Friday, February the 21st, 7 p.m. to midnight at the Northern College Pub. Log on to northerncollege.ca for more detail. And who will be crowned Bonhomme Carnival 2025 this weekend? Will it be Corinne Brienne, Noemi Rodriguez, or Sylvie Bernier? The big reveal happens this Sunday morning at the Bonhomme Carnival 2025 breakfast.
It's time to get off your butt. Be a superhero. Nothing can get in your way. It's time for you to take on the day.
No. Too cold. That.
Did that motivate you, Kinsman? Did that motivate you? You love
Put a fire under the saddle.
You like the inspirational posts.
That's your inspirational
with the
TikTok
selfies
today.
and the filters. I know you like them, so I had to make you something there, pal.
Okay.
I got a view of the CN Tower behind. Is that no? That's not the CN Tower.
That's the CN Tower.
That's
no,
Dubai,
that's
actually.
Dubai. Yeah.
Okay, so it's Wheel of Winning time. Are you ready, pal, for the amazing
ready to go,
Wheel of Winning?
To Imagine Cinema tickets. And we've got 2 Rockin' Bowls from Midtown Bowl. So someone will win that. And we'll get in touch with the winner Next we spin that wheel, we'll find out who it will be.
If the polka music tells us anything, it's the wheel of winning, okay? So the
Ready to
the wheel goes around and round as we wait for our winner.
Who's going to be signing the winner's check tonight? It will be Linda LaFive. Congratulations, Linda. You've got 2 passes to Imagine Cinemas, and you've also got 2 Rockin' Bowls from Midtown Bowls. So,
all right.
Something fun for everyone.
You're going to drop that
Yeah,
off tomorrow there, Kinsman?
We'll get hooked up with Linda, and we'll drop that off before the weekend.
Linda, if you're watching, DM us your address where we can do exactly that.
We can deliver.
What's today, Thursday?
Today is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, and
All
then
right, thank
it's
you.
on the verge of a very busy weekend. Lots of fun going on
Who
this
out
weekend.
there were you telling Friday comes after Thursday? Who out there? Is it Connie? Is it Sue? Is it someone out there that you felt in Crystal? Was it Crystal?
Didn't quite know what day of the week we
They
were
didn't
on.
know what came after Thursday?
Well, the dark days of January, February, you kind of lose track of what day of the week.
Not me. I knew Amy knows tomorrow's Friday. After Thursday, I knew Gloria.
It's the
Everyone
weekend.
watching, I know, knows
Loving
that.
the weekend.
Yeah, that's right. Now, if you really stumped us and said what happens after Saturday, Kinsman, then you're in a whole different ballgame.
That's it. That's when you're
yeah.
reliving the pain of the Bills not making it to the Super Bowl. That's what that day is.
All right, then. Well, we'll see you. Hopefully, we see you around the community this weekend. Lots going on.
Yeah, if not, follow our social media pages.
Yeah.
We're going to be everywhere, and we'll try to touch base from all of them. Lots of fun.
Boy, you're a real hoot at parties.
Aren't I?
Okay, good
Well,
night.
we'll see you next week, and see you this weekend.
You are stronger than you think. You are stronger than you think. I know today you are unraveling, but you are stronger than you think. There's an answer up ahead. There's an answer up ahead. It may not be one you thought you'd get, but there's an answer up ahead. Not every day makes sense, but I hope you begin again, though it might feel like pretend. Please give it another day, and every step you take is gonna help you find a way. 'Cause you are stronger than you think. You are stronger than you think. I know today you are unraveling, but you are stronger than you think. Not every day makes sense, but I hope you begin again, though it might feel like pretend. Please give it another day, 'cause every step you take is gonna help you find your way. 'Cause you are stronger than you think. You are stronger than you think. Though today you are unraveling, you are stronger than